Hey y'all, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about why people hate chosen ones, or why do chosen ones get hate, I should rather say. Before we start, of course, like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you can relate, comment down below. Get that YouTube algorithm going, you know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go down a list. I have my notes right here if you see me looking. But yeah, shall we get started? So why do people hate chosen ones? Why do chosen ones get a lot of hate? Well, starting off with number one, chosen ones naturally highlight people's insecurities, and simply it invokes negative emotions for people to throw at chosen ones. In summary, it makes them targets for negative energy in general. So that's just one. Their insecurities. Two, unwavering determination and resilience. Now you might be wondering, what do you mean by that? Why would somebody hate somebody because they have unwavering determination? Well, I'm gonna get into that real quick. So just to start off, for one, it provokes envy. But you might ask, why does it provoke envy? Well, it's because it's a threat to people's safety, their comfort, and just the safety of complacency. You know, a lot of people are very complacent and where they're at, but chosen ones naturally, I guess, go against that. You know, they go against the feeling of complacency. Chosen ones are always seeking to grow, to learn more, and just whether it's just relationship wise, spiritual, mental wise, or job. I don't know what it is. School, I don't know. But it's just that sense of complacency. It doesn't sit right with people when you try to get them out of the comfort zone, because what's outside of complacency? The unknown. And we all know that people have the fear of the unknown. Now, another reason why it may provoke envy too, because again, the unwavering resilience and determination, not only it provokes envy in that department of complacency, it highlights the insecurity within, and I already said this, but the insecurity of what chosen ones are able to handle if that person were to go against challenges that of a chosen one endures. Their ability and their own self-doubt to overcome such that a chosen one does, um, it'll show, and that'll make them envious. So the ability to make adversities, and to, rather than complaining about that unwavering determination and resilience, chosen ones typically take adversities and take that as a learning experience. Most people be like, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world, I don't know what to do, so and so. They're all torn to pieces. Chosen ones, they typically are like, okay, that happened. How can I learn from that, and how can I grow? You know, most people look back at that a little bit later down the line, but chosen ones are very quick about it. You know, that our fallback, get back game, our bounce back game is strong. Now, number three, the ability to reflect internal conflicts and insecurities. Chosen ones have the ability to reflect people's insecurities, their deepest and darkest insecurities, and without even being said. You see, they have this is a natural consequence of being around one who is very authentic and also has spiritual transparency, you know. And you got to realize, this authenticity and this spiritual transparency is not an act. This is not on a conscious level. So being able to just, you know, reflect other people's deepest, darkest insecurities and their conflicts without being said, it scares the shit out of people, you know? And it may, most of the time, not only it scares them, make them uncomfortable, it can also, per se, I say, invoke feelings of resentment feelings of resentment, because it's like that they may not be something that they're ready to face. A lot of people have shadows, and them shadows that they keep in the closet, they're not ready for that. So when you bring the shadows to light, which chosen ones are a natural beacon of light, that irritates the demons inside of them. You got to realize that. And with that, again, it leads to hate. It leads to resentment. And you got to realize, I've written down right here, it's easier to be hostile towards the mirror than to face the truth that reflects. It's easier to be hostile towards the mirror than to face the truth that reflects. I'm not saying chosen ones are mind readers, but they're empathic people, and to be an empath is a characteristic of chosen. And we're just able to see through the facade of people, see through the fakeness of people, the mask that they put. I don't want to say fakeness, but the mask, the social mask that they put on for the public to see, we're able to see past that. So, number 4, likability and authenticity. Now, again, shout out to my godmom, because she told me, I had mentioned this in another video, but the light about us within that of a chosen, not only attracts light, of course, obvious light, but it attracts the darkness too. You got to realize that it attracts the darkness. And so, not only the likability and the authenticity of a chosen one is of that, not only it attracts admiration, it attracts resentment as well. And this is simply because it highlights the lack of it in others, the lack of likability, lack of authenticity. Somebody might look at a chosen one and be like, why do people like him so much? He's not even all that, so and so. And so you cannot treat a chosen one like a regular person. I hate to say regular, but you can't treat them like they're just some ordinary person. They're one of a kind people. And I've been saying this to myself lately. I should put this on the shirt. Don't steal this. But everybody's unique in their own ways. God created each and every one of us differently. I don't care if you're twins. I don't care if, twins. You are unique in your own ways. There is not a single person who is identical to you. Personality-wise, soul-wise, spirit-wise, that spirit. Everybody has a different spirit. I don't care if you are twins, but everybody's unique. But the question is, are you authentic? Everybody's unique, but are you authentic? It's a good question to ask. But moving on, 5 targets of projective negativity. I know I kind of already said this, but this stems from the very fact that people can see that they have a purpose. They have a divine purpose, a divine guided mission. And with that, scrutiny and envy is something that chosen ones have to deal with. People around them give them energy of scrutiny and envy. Now, they can also be a target for projected negativity because they are a threat to the status quo. And people feel it's a rebuke to their own life choices. You gotta realize something, that chosen ones are not out here to rebuke you of your life choices. Chosen ones aren't out here to condemn you. Most people might think chosen ones are assholes or they're dick, excuse my language, but they're not. And from the way they talk or whomever, they might be like looking down upon you. But the thing about it is, even though people walk around with demons inside of them and chosen ones are able to see that, the way chosen ones are, they look past that and they see potential in you. They see who you can be. See, the problem is people look at chosen ones and the ones who give off resentment, They want to steal your light and have that for the chosen one's light and have it for themselves. So that's why they give the negative emotions. If they can bring down a chosen one, it makes them happy because it validates their feelings. If you can get under a chosen one's skin like they are a regular person, you know, but chosen ones are very resilient again. They usually don't give that time of day to people. So upsetting a chosen one is one is a great mistake, but it's like it validates their insecurities, making them feel better. They're trying to steal that light and dim the chosen one's light. But so with that, you got to realize the rebuke of the life choices and how people probably perceive chosen ones. It manifests hatred, it manifests envy, and then possibly wanting to see them fail. They want to see them fail. So again, they want to see them fail because it validates their insecurities. 6, implicit bias and misunderstandings. So what I mean by that is resonance of the past. So because of people they go through, you know, it's not, you got to realize what you go through in the past, or you know, the genuineness, you know, how when you're maybe, example, relationship, or the talking phase, I should say, you know, talking phase, people leading people on, you know, and it resonates with them. That genuineness, that true genuineness that a chosen one gives, people will resonate that with, oh, I've seen this before. But that chosen one is truly empathic and genuine person. Other people might view it as they're being manipulative, they're trying to deceive them, or they're trying to win their heart, but truly that's just their nature. That's their true nature. And a lot of times chosen ones are misunderstood people. Very misunderstood. But sometimes with this misunderstanding and the resonance of the past from people that they project on chosen ones, is sometimes an unconscious decision. It's unconscious sometimes. But you know, that being sometimes, yes, it is a conscious choice at times. But yeah, number 7, power of contrast in spiritual journey. So being that chosen ones reside firmly on the light, the side of the light, because you know there's only light and there's only darkness, there's only two sides, you know. It's a contrast of light and dark, right? And you got to realize that light naturally highlights the demons, the shadows within people, the darkness within people. So you got to realize it illuminates the shadows around them. So that automatically incites fear, not fear, but hatred and resistance, you know? Because those people may not be ready to embrace that light. Again, just the mere presence alone can be enough for somebody. I promise you. And that'll just be enough. That light is just enough to make someone feel that way. See, that light gives off an instinctive, defensive reaction, which manifests as a rejection or antagonism, you know? And that's just something that chosen ones don't try to provoke, you know, but it just happens. Now, number 8, mirror of authenticity. Now, I already kind of went over this a little bit before, but this reflects the lack of authenticity in others. So it highlights inauthenticity, you know? So this provokes discomfort in others because of integrity and authenticity that the chosen one is representing, that the chosen one embodies. So the lack in others, just it makes them, again, potentially be a reason why they might hate them, you know? And so the authenticity, I know I said this before, but the authenticity highlights the inauthenticity. It highlights a lot of stuff, the darkness within people. And so in their social mask, you know, the social mask and authenticity, and then reactions of resistance, reactions of resentment can come about because it challenges the comfort zone. And again, like I said, being complacent, being in your comfort zone, that's cool. But being in the unknown, the fear of the unknown, you're gonna naturally give off fear to these people. You know, the chosen ones, shoot, they can't help it. It's not like they do it on purpose. And we're almost done. We're almost done. If you haven't already, like and comment. You know, if you can relate, like. But number 9, the envy of the spiritual journey. Now, I had already said number 7, the power, contrast, and the spiritual journey. But number 9 is the envy of the spiritual journey. So now, why is it a source of envy, you may ask? It's because others haven't found that path yet. Others haven't been on that journey yet. They're not at where you're at in your spiritual journey. You know, a lot of times people's spirits are dead, you know? Their spirit is dead. They're living solely in the flesh, y'all. Solely in the flesh, and have little to no spiritual. They haven't had a spiritual awakening. Little to no spiritual life. You know, I just made a video earlier, last week I think it was last week. An attack on your prayer life, and that's part of your spiritual journey too. Attack on your prayer life is an attack on your spiritual life. An attack on your prayer life is an attack on your destiny. Pray without ceasing, y'all. But back on track. Envy of spiritual journey. So this envy is a reflection of why they haven't achieved it. But instead of, what I don't understand is, I'm breaking the structure of this video. But what I don't understand is that resentment that you have, that light that's about within the chosen ones. Why don't you go find it for within yourselves? I probably shouldn't say that. But here's the thing. Chosen ones actually naturally want others to do better. You know? They bring the best out of people. Let me say that. And that's all chosen ones want. Again, what I had said earlier, people view their character as they're trying to rebuke their life choices and condemn them. So when the chosen one's being pushy about something, it's not because they think they're better than you. They just see so much more. They see your worth. You're worth more than what you think. And see, chosen ones they don't need validation for nobody. And let me pause on that, because that's the last point. But going forward, we're about to get to that. But number 10 is influence negative energies. And I kind of already went on this. All I'm gonna say is their mere presence promotes those who are still trapped from destructive behavior patterns. Ooh, destructive behavior patterns. I just made a video last week about self-sabotaging. Go watch that video. That's all I'm gonna say. But lastly, seeking external validation. The last reason why chosen ones are hated, or maybe hated or frowned upon. Most people need validation from others to validate their self-esteem and confidence, right? Chosen ones don't. Chosen ones live a life of authenticity and is self-sufficient, right? Their self-sufficient their self-sufficiency highlights their dependency on validation from others. Again, chosen ones don't need validation. Their authenticity is enough. Their authenticity, their strength, and their spiritual journey. You see, and here's the thing. I'm gonna give a gem out, but before I say that, this usually comes off as arrogant or cocky. Chosen ones are very humble people. They're very humble people. And whenever I express myself as a chosen one, I'm humbly saying that, as I said in my last video. I'm humbly saying that I'm a chosen one. I know. David knew he was a chosen one when he said he was fearfully and wonderfully made. He understood that. I just said that in a recent video as well. What does it mean to be chosen video? So go watch that too. But here's a ticket. Here's a gem I'm gonna give y'all. I always tell people, I tell myself this. My God mom gave me this gem. The joy of the Lord is my strength. When you have a strong foundation with the Lord, and I'm not even talking about on a religious basis. Let me not say that. Let me not even say that. With the whole religion, look, it's all about relationship, y'all. When you have a strong foundation in a relationship with God, you don't need nothing else. That's all it is. And a lot of people are dead in spirit. They don't have that type of relationship. A lot of people are experts, amazing on a religious basis. They can recite things, regurgitate scriptures, this, that, and that. That's it. You see, the problem with religion, I'm going off on a tangent. The video's over. I'm done. Look, we done with this. The problem is people were taught wrong. Right? People are very good experts at being religious, but not having a relationship, that solid foundation. And you got to realize the Bible is not a book about religion, y'all. It's not. The Bible is a book of who God is. How are you going to? And I'm gonna have to make a separate video on this, but oh man, God knows you already. He knew who you were before you came through the womb. Jeremiah 1:5, right? He already knew who you were. You got to realize a relationship, and I'm calling out the people who say it's about relationship over religion too, because you got people who are like, I'm spiritual. God is a spiritual being. He is a spirit of consuming fire. You know what I'm saying? He is that spirit. But you don't know nothing about him. You don't read your Bible. You don't do none of that, right? So like, how like, y'all, I'm gonna say this for another video because I'm about to look. That but hey, but point is, this is gonna be another video. But those are reasons for why people can hate chosen ones, So give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you can relate, and subscribe. I love all y'all so much. Thank you for the new subscribers, and just keep striving for authenticity and integrity, y'all. And God bless y'all. Y'all have a blessed one, my good people.